This is the Arkyd 100.
This is Arkyd 102, actually.
102.
It's in our series of 100 spacecraft, and this is our technology demonstrator and a capability that we use in low Earth orbit. Our first opportunity to start learning how to use new approaches, new technologies, new techniques to just dramatically reduce the cost of space exploration. And what's unique about this is its size and how we can fit it on the cubby holes in rockets that we don't have to buy the entire rocket for. So, doors over here, but this folds up, and this can go in just a tiny little corner of a launch vehicle, and we can actually fit multiples on an individual launch vehicle. We can launch 3, 4, 5 at a time. And having 5 spacecraft in orbit, orbiting the Earth, allows you to do something what you could not do with one spacecraft, and that is to be able to go over Seattle at 10 after 11, 5 minutes later, go over it again, 5 minutes later, go over again. Remember, these things are traveling 28,000 miles an hour in orbit, and they are only over a particular spot in the ground very briefly. So if you can get that revisit time, you now start to get some time series information on what's going on at the surface of the Earth. And with the element of time, you know how much more you can learn about that.
So its primary purpose is as a telescope?
Yes. It's a telescope, a technology demonstrator, and allows us to perfect the capability that we will then add propulsion capability to leave Earth's orbit, and then complete our deep space communication capability so that we can communicate with low-cost capability deep into space.
How much pointing ability does this have?
Yeah, there are actually no rockets on this. This has no propulsion. What you're seeing here are star cameras. This gives us very precise pointing information on where we are oriented in space. And the way that we point these in space, we use a thing called reaction wheels, or control moment gyros. And if you see the ballerina or the ice skater spinning real fast, she stretches out her arms and slows down, you can use that property of physics in space to point something. And we're working on with NASA, with research institutions, on technologies that will take that basic stability and make it very fine pointing stability, sub-arc-second pointing capability, that will allow us to point a very fine beam of light back to Earth and send our data back to our mission control.
So you have an avionics system, you have gyros that help keep it stable, you have
lived my whole life wanting for these moments to come. Where
batteries,
40 years,
torque rods, other things that help, and you've got
what are we waiting for? Why are we going out into space?
a small spacecraft that keeps out.
Where's that?
That's the CubeSat right there.
Oh, okay. So it's a CubeSat. What is that?
Yeah, so if you look that up, it'll be a CubeSat is a small, very small package spacecraft that has been a standard in the nanosat industry for quite some time, and we wanted the ability to carry that with us.
Had a number of different jobs. One of the interesting.
Okay. And then this is the telescope over here.
Yes, that's our primary optic, which we'll use for communication as well as imaging.
Okay. Dumb question, but solar panels?
Yes.
Okay. Can it completely self-power?
Yeah, that's the idea of the spacecraft, is they are all an autonomous system, and that can be commandable.
Now, I know this is a demonstration unit, but could this actually go into space?
So this is, like you say, it's a demonstration unit, but the design is there. The design is the same. We used this architecture.
Couldn't just wait for the government.
We designed it as if we were going to fly it.
Appreciate you coming and being
We used.
Great.